Hello there friends, hope you had a good break from me for a week, but now I'm back and glad to see you all. Congratulations, as the first full-fledged CS2 esports season has come to an end with the Blast Finals in London. Soon we will be flooded with different reshuffles, roster changes, rumors, news and in general a whole lot of content. In the meantime, let's talk about what happened recently and oh my god, there was a lot. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. As always, we start with the official reshuffles, and first and foremost, Cadian officially leaves Team Liquid, like for real. After unsatisfactory results, Liquid decided to find a replacement for the 28-year-old Dane. Casper stayed on the team for just under 6 months, scoring a 1.07 overall rating. And my guys, I really have no idea what will happen to Team Liquid this summer, because it's just only the beginning of the transfer season and we will see a lot of changes in a lot of teams. Maybe Twists will go, maybe also Skulls will go, because meanwhile Fourier is rumored to take a swing at Liquid's player, but it's not yet official, although very realistic. And I just remind you that last year Liquid bought him for like $600,000 and having achieved nothing, they decided to sell him now, apparently. And moreover, they now need a sniper, and it's not easy to find a good sniper these days. So I honestly have no idea, and if you guys have any suggestions, maybe drop them in the comments below. This thing is really worthy of discussing. Now to the next one, guys. Remember the heroes of the Paris Major Into the Breach? Just not so long ago they disbanded the lineup and now they decided to put it back together again. And the most unexpected person they called first was Smooya. Recently he was just planning to create his own team, but apparently that didn't work out. Also Synapsy, a former player of Bad News Eagles, decided to join in, and Regan and Juan Flatro. But these two dudes are just rumored to be joining the team, not yet official. So it basically looks like the Eagles are back together again, eh? Although, by the way, Smooya himself partially denies these rumors. He said that Regan won't come, like he has an offer from another big org. Smooya also hinted that they will sign a major finalist, and yes, well, that happened to be true. It's Chaos. He was officially introduced the other day and now the team needs just one more player. There are a lot of talks about G2 falling apart, so probably they can get like Nexa or maybe Hooksy, and yeah, we will talk about G2 later, so wait for it. So regarding Into the Breach, let's see what kind of 5 they will put together in the end. I'm really excited by this one though, so I wish them good luck. Also, suddenly NBK announced his new team, and the most interesting part here is that he got Nivera in the lineup, Scream's brother, who was playing Valorant for the last couple of years. So my bold suggestion and prediction is that Scream will be back soon as well. They seemed to plan to play together, but apparently for now the Headshot Machine just sent his brother to scout how things are going on in CS2, like can they play it or not yet. The rest of the lineup is Ajax, Longs and Reiko. By the way, similar things are being said about Nitro. He may also return to CS. He was like recently removed from the M80 team in Valorant, hence the rumors of Captain America's return. You know, rumors, but Team Liquid seems to be selling their players, and maybe Nitro will be back there. I mean, that would be a nice option. Now, what's going on in Cloud9? Almost every day we see information about new players. If you forgot, I will remind you. At the moment there are only 2 full members in Cloud9 roster. It's Boomich and Exile. There have been a lot of rumors that they will take Chaos, but as you know, it ended up not like that. Then there was talk about Simple, Danist, Sypho and so on, but so far it's all just rumors and theories from the community. And the one who seems to be the closest to the team is Heavy God. How? Well, basically they were just playing Face It all together. Exile, Boomich, Heavy God, Sypho and Khan. The latter 2 are talents from Kazakhstan. And as a result, Sypho showed himself best of all, and the guy is like only 15 years old, by the way, so you might keep an eye on him even if he won't join Cloud9. And that's not the end of the news about Cloud9's new lineup. Overdrive said that the roster will be assembled and finalized only by July, so there's like a million things that can change. The only part that is apparently already decided is the transition of Heavy God, who doesn't even play Prax with OG. He also added that he won't be a sniper anymore, so I guess he will be completely switching to rifle, so Cloud9 has to look for an AWPer again. And there's a lot of rumors about Icy, Amkal's sniper, and he's been playing with the lads on Faceit as well. But maybe imagine Cadian in Cloud9? Anyways, while the community is just laughing at Cloud9 in their attempts to keep the squad, KRL, the insider, spilled Heavy God's transfer value. It's about $500,000, but then he updated the info and it turned out that it's just $300,000. In general, as you can see, everything really changes every day. Apparently, one thing is clear so far: Boomich, Exile and Heavy God will play together for sure. And AP, by the way, were also interested in Heavy God, but he just decided to choose Cloud9. The rest of the candidates change all the time. Rumors about Icy, the next day the guys just play with Foxys, or how to read this nickname, then they're with Vidar, so it's a complete mess. I mean, soon they can start testing simple blue-collar workers from Faceit or the Chinese cheaters, I don't know. In any case, it looks a little like a top tier 1 squad, which is probably why Perfecto and Hobbit left before it was too late. And by the way, speaking of, the same KRL said that Vitality were looking for a replacement for Mezzi, and they're considering Perfecto or Twists instead. But then something strange happened. KRL denied this himself. He said that Perfecto will not be in Vitality, and he, never talked about it at all. The whole thing went viral on Twitter. Somebody threw a clip of the stream, then he deleted it, then it backfired, so it's a tangled web of rumors and insights, as usual. And you know what, guys? He cancelled his words about Perfecto, but he didn't cancel about Twists, so we'll wait for more details. But it looks like Vitality aren't really happy with Mezzi, but the fact that he played the game of his life during IM Dallas doesn't change their mind. That's sad, because I really like the guy. But Apex decided to calm everyone down. He said that he believes in Mezzi and has always believed in him. Plus, they had a good last tournament, so Mezzi finally started to reveal himself, and they don't need to replace him. I guess bros will just have to trust Apex. Next, my bros, Father Fallen wants to bring Phelps to Furia. They've already put Kai from the academy on the bench, so it's only a matter of time. God, this whole Brazilian CS surprises me every single time. Crazy stuff, mad reshuffles, almost no successful tournaments. And they want skulls, so wow, just sit back and watch. Next, Mouse announced that they have finally fully signed Brolin, before that he played as a stand-in, if you don't remember. And Complexity have extended Holzerk. Before the EPL there was a lot of talk that he would be removed, but they decided to keep him after a successful tournament in Jönköping. Also, there were some rumors about Perfecto in Spirit, but they were denied by Chopper, the captain. He says that they have everything in their super young squad, which will soon, by the way, reach its peak form. Why they need to change anything? And that's basically super logical. It turns out that in one day, 2 rumors about Perfecto didn't come true at once. First in Vitality, now in Spirit. I'm telling you, they need to replace Nexa in G2 with him, and everyone will be happy. First and foremost, as I was just recording this video, G2 decided to kick Nexa. The official statement says that he will be benched, and the org will help him find a new team. Bros, do we really believe that Nexa was the problem? Or maybe from the beginning he was just a substitution for something? I don't know, I don't want to build any theories here. Anyways, the org is interested in Melbs from M80. I mean, he's a great prospect, but his price tag is rumored to be over $1 million. Meanwhile, Sponge, one of the famous casters, told a different story. He was contacted by a friend of one of the M80 players, and indeed, someone is interested in Melbs, but the price tag is lower, $500,000. Well, and also according to this dude, G2 will kick 2 players at once, Hooksy and Nexa, and one part has already become reality. Still, it's kinda obvious about Nexa, which happened to be true though, but of course to believe some unknown friend of a player from M80 seems kinda doubtful. But then others joined in. Overdrive added that Nexa is done and Melbs comes in. again, which is already almost 100%, and the first part is already true. And he also said that Huxi is likely to be out. Londers wrote that he was tired of watching m0NESY wasting his best years on these players. He asked G2 to sign Malbs and Twists or Perfecto or Shush. In short, there's plenty of options, but almost all of these players are in teams currently and under contracts. But you know what? Meanwhile, Kassad completely lost his mind and said that G2 won't save anything, and Nico just should go to Vitality. He can replace Apex and play with Zyvu to finally win a major and, like, the all other championships possible. You know what, bros, I can see why his team Bleed is playing somewhere in tier 3 though. He's either a genius or a crazy old man. When so many people on the pro scene are discussing G2 transfers at once, it means that something is really happening. There are rumors about Huxi that he won't be removed from the team, he will just be moved to the coaching role. Like, he might be a good caller, like a perfect one, but let's say he's a mediocre shooter. So the hustle is on, and if Malbs replaces Nexa, who takes Huxi's place? It's a good question. Perfecto, by the way, has similar roles. Twists would be great too, or like, should they look for a captain again? I know one, by the way. He was just recently kicked from his team, and he can play as the second Oper. But anyways, I don't believe that Nico will agree to move to IGL right now, like to play it forever. In this case, maybe also Glaive or Tapson? Their current teams are not doing well. But anyways, my friends, this season has just started. I mean, the Reshuffle season, and we're already saying such things. I feel that the transfer window is gonna be great. But guys, let's move on. There's a rumor about Falcons, more specifically Magisk. People talk that he is gonna be kicked out of Falcons, although it seems to me that everything is quite the opposite. Magisk probably realized that getting cash for free is not an option anymore. His true esports past strikes back, so he wants to compete again on tier 1 level. So he will look for a new team. And also again, as we just said, G2 might have him because he's a cool and experienced player, one of the best in the world. Anyway, we're waiting for more details. And now to the tournament part. Blast decided to roll out new rules and systems for 2025. In case you missed it, Valve forbids franchise leagues now, and everything will be based only on their ratings from now on. So Blast basically changed it all. They announced 6 new tournaments next year, and by the way, they also announced the next major in Texas, which will take place in June in 2025. I mean, well, my bros, Dallas was super cool recently, and now Austin's gonna make some noise as well. The only problem here is the time zone, because watching the major playoffs at night is kinda hard. In addition to the major, we will have 6 more Blast tournaments. I mean, not more, but instead of those we have now. No more Blast groups, now it's Blast Bounty. 32 teams, 30 of which are rated by Valve and 2 by Blast invites. Here, the most interesting part is about the championships seeding. The worst teams in rankings will choose who they want to play against from the best teams in rankings. Like, if you're from the 32nd place, you choose who you want to play from the top. You can play with the Spirit or Navi or Vitality, whoever is best in Valve's rankings at the moment. That sounds fun, we've never seen something like this before. Well, and the second new thing is that each team will have its own prize stack, like bounty. The higher their rank, the more expensive bounty, and if you defeat the team, you will take 50% of its value. Basically, it's the point system from the ESL Pro League, but in cash for some reason, and with different pros and cons. 2 such tournaments per year, the first one will be held in January. Also, we've got 2 Blast Opens. It's kinda like the current spring and fall finals, as I understood it, just like with little tweaks. And the third type is Blast Rivals. Something like the current World Final. Previously it was just once a year, but now we will have 2, like a result of each season. And one more addition, it's really important. Blast will pay all teams who participate in their tournaments. This will basically help a lot of guys from the lower echelons of Valve's ranking. And also so that no tops will refuse to play. Basically, no more partnerships, so we can safely skip any of these tournaments as a team. Basically, the main thing here is just to have enough enough points in Valve's ranking, so just grind it and you will be invited. Sounds like fun, especially the Bounty series. I'm not really sure that all the tops will come to every championship, since we also have like ESL, PGL and other tier 1 tournaments and the majors surely, so I don't know, but in short there will be tough competition for the top teams. Once again, we have 6 Blast tournaments a year, 5 PGL tournaments, 7 ESL tournaments and 2 more majors, which is 20 tier 1 tournaments in a year. Holy crap, that's a lot of content. But anyways, my bros, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, as always. Don't forget to like and follow our channel if you really like the video, it helps us develop a lot, and comment with whatever you like. I'm not saying goodbye for a long time. See you soon.